Hey guys, I'm here smoking another stogie. I'll go chill out. I don't know, maybe it's too dark. Let me see. Yeah, it's probably too dark. Darkness. Message. Okay. Let me just, okay. Filming a video for my YouTube, by the way.
Right now? Oh, gross, I get it.
There you are.
Yeah, start over.
Do you want to sit in a chair while you smoke your cigarette?
Nope, I want to sit out of the video.
Okay. There's spiders over there.
You have to start over.
I'm not starting over.
Start over.
Okay, starting over now. So how do you like the change?
What change?
Arizona to Arkansas. That was illegal. I'm a criminal. Did you guys know it's illegal to say Arkansas wrong in Arkansas? Anyways, how do you like the change?
I like the trees and the grass better than the desert.
Yeah, I like it in wooded areas better just because, like, I feel like everything in the desert wants to kill you.
Yeah.
Or hurt you. Like, a lot of their vegetation, like cactuses and shit.
But you also got scratched up by trees today, so...
Those weren't trees, those were vines and thorns.
Either way, the vines and thorns scratched you up.
And to be fair, I did encroach on their place.
They encroached on everyone's space.
They do encroach a lot. I mean, I definitely like this better than Arizona, but it's still really hot for me.
This is definitely manageable for me. I do love the weather here.
And you've been here, I don't know. I feel like the amount of time you've been here is pretty much good, like you've experienced close to the worst.
I've also been sleeping inside all day, so I usually only come out at evening times.
Like a raccoon. I smell garbage. I like to do outdoorsy shit, so when the weather allows me to feel comfortable doing it.
I feel like the humidity is different than the heat, the dry heat in Arizona, but
that's what I mean. Like, how do you like the wet heat to dry heat?
I like the wet heat better than the dry heat.
It's weird because everybody that I've talked to in Wisconsin, they're like, oh, at least it's a dry heat. Like, the dry heat is better. But I do agree, I hate the dry heat. Just because, like,
you still sweat either way. So either way, you're feeling nasty. Yeah. But everyone always complains for, like, the humidity makes you all, like, sticky. But it's like, you're sweating either way.
I do hate the stickiness of... I think
I don't feel much stickier.
Huh?
I don't feel much stickier. I still feel sweaty, yes.
But can you tell the difference in the air quality?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty much what they're talking about. Like, they talk about, like, they say, like, you're sticky, but it's really not the stickiness, it's just the head.
Where do you ash?
Just ash on the ground.
On the ground?
Yeah. The cigarette that's going in this bucket.
Okay. You've upgraded to a bucket?
Yeah. Can I do an ashtray? Well, I poured a bunch of candle wax into my ashtray at the old place, so it was ruined. Like, the air here is really heavy. Humidity is heavy, but when it comes to like Arizona heat, it's really just dry and like feels like you could die any moment if you're out there too long.
Yeah, literally. Like, it's uncomfortable here, but it feels like you're dying in Arizona. And I feel like that's the difference.
I definitely prefer this over Arizona.
Yeah.
Or at least southern Arizona. I know northern Arizona gets really nice and like mild.
Yeah.
But
no, southern Arizona is a killer. So what's your video about?
just smoking a stogie.
Okay.
I don't really do much. That's honestly probably one of the biggest faults of trying to do YouTube is I can't think of ideas. And if I'm just sitting here by myself, like, I don't know what to talk about, so I just say weird random shit, and then it's not consistent. Like, Joe pushes me to do more videos, and I'm like, I just don't have ideas. Like, one video I did a headstand on the garage and smoked a cigarette in my robe and in my, like, lingerie type underwear. So, like, you can
have
see
lingerie type underwear?
Yeah, somebody bought it for me a while back. But, like, it just covers up my dick and shit, like my balls. But, like, in the video, you can see my taint and my asshole. It's hilarious.
Don't want to see that video.
It's just, I don't know. I did it because I thought it would be funny. And it was funny. It's hilarious to me. Just because, like, I'm just, like, I don't know. You'd have to see it to understand.
I don't want to see it.
I mean, the parts, not, like, the funny parts aren't really where you can see my taint. It's just where I'm doing the headstand. Because I propped my phone up on the tire of my car, so it's kind of far away when I was doing the headstand. But it's funny. I don't know. But obviously, it's not funny enough to go viral.
So it's not funny then?
It's funny to me and other people that are like me.
There are people like you?
Well, I mean, I have 30 subscribers, so...
I mean, I'm one of them. Doesn't mean I think that you're funny.
I'm 2 of them.
You're not helping your case. Is your mom one of the other ones?
No, she's not. She does not know about my YouTube channel.
I hope not.
I have shared one of my videos to YouTube, or a couple of my videos, hoping to get more subscribers, but I don't know. I think it's a fun little hobby, and it'd be sick if I went viral one day, like somebody just finds my video and then it's like an influential person. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I see a lot of people making videos now, like, they're really fake.
Yeah.
Like, so many of the people that do, like, the van life shit. Like,
I love van life, but yeah, a lot of them are, like,
they're fake. Like, not all of them. Definitely
Yeah.
not all of them. But then you see, like, that really preppy girl that looks really clean and, like, done up, like, and she's just sitting in her van that's super clean. I'm like, you're not a real van lifer. You're doing it for the clout.
You have no idea.
I don't know. That's just my opinion. Obviously,
I don't know. I feel like you should never judge a book by its cover, because literally today I was telling Bree, there was this guy on Tinder, and like, I don't know, like he messaged me and he's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, just watching Harry Potter." He's like, "Oh, you don't look like you watch Harry Potter."
You got the big glasses and everything. What are you talking about? Let's give you a scar on your forehead. Maybe
for real. Maybe then.
Maybe then.
But no, like, for real, everyone I meet, like, whenever they find out more things about me, they're like, "Oh, so you're, like, actually, like, you know, like, I don't know." It is funny. Everyone just assumes I'm just a little preppy girl.
I feel like if I wore, like, long sleeve shirts all the time and shit, and, like, shaved this shit off my face and was just clean cut all the time, like, I would look like somebody who doesn't have tattoos and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I look preppy if I clean myself up.
If you tried.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I don't know. I used to have a baby face, but now when I shave, I just look fat. Like, I have a fat face. But
same, when I shave too, I have a fat face.
yeah, when that mustache is gone, you look totally
Oh, yeah, I know.
Might viewers are gonna rewind at this point and be like, mustache. Like zooming up on your face and shit.
What do you mean? I'm not in the video.
Oh yeah, there you started.
I hate you.
Oh, I'm not on this planet to be liked. I really hope I'm just here for a short time. I don't know. It's kind of dragging on at this point.
Alright, well, I'm done and I'm going inside.
Yeah. I'll be out here talking to my camera.
Alright, have fun. Did not almost fall.
Yeah, don't fall into the frogs. They're somewhere out here.
Come out here. They're not up here.
They're in the bushes somewhere. Cuba likes to try and eat them, and so does Freya. I won't. I've been drinking tonight. Still drinking. So I started drinking around 6 o'clock today. When I went frolfing. And then came home, made some dinner. Made spaghetti. Vodka spaghetti. Pretty much I just added a shitload of vodka to the spaghetti sauce. And I bought this stogie today. Maybe I'll get into stogies. Yeah, no, you guys should know by now that everything I do on this channel is real. I don't know. You know what? I don't really give a fuck what any of you think about me, man. Like, even if you thought this shit was fake, like, go fuck yourself. I ain't got nothing to prove. You know who's got something to prove, though? Clinton. A fucking president that can't keep his head fucking straight. Yeah, so now I'm living with 2 females. It's weird because I always feel like they're talking shit about me. If that tells you anything about my fucking self-esteem. I gotta figure out how to set this dish up right. Have to clean my legs? Yeah, that works. Gonna double fist it. I don't know, man, dude. Life is so weird. I'm gonna give it to you straight. The way I look at things is like, you can't be a perfect person. There's no such thing as a perfect person. Like, if you spend your life thinking like, oh, I'm gonna be the perfect person ever, or like, oh, I wish I was perfect, like, that's so dumb to me. Like, I think the best you can do, anybody can do, best anybody can do, any of us can do, is just be the perfect us. Like me, I'm just working on being the perfect me. Like, work with what I have and perfect exactly who I am. Like, that's my goal in life. What's yours? Like, let me know in the comments. What's the perfect you? I'll tell you what I think the perfect me is. And I'll be straight up with you. I think the perfect me is charitable, kind, funny, and just a fun-loving person. Like, I don't want to die with money in the bank. Like, I don't want to die and, like, have a fucking will that gives anybody any money, because I won't have any money left. If that makes sense. Like, I mean, that's probably a very bad way to look at it since I have a kid, but I want to die and know that I lived my life to the fullest. And to me, that's not having anything in the bank. I spent my money. I had fun with it. Like, here's my reasoning for it. Like, after my brother passed away at the age of 8, I I realized I could die at any moment too. And like, it's like, if if I were to, like, say I was saving money up and I had like $3,000 in my account, which isn't much, but say I had that in my savings, and like I had $50 in my fucking checkings, like, I didn't live my life to the best of my ability. Like, I did not do everything I could. You know what I mean? I feel like it's really weird, and maybe you guys won't get it, but like, it makes sense to me. Like, I don't know, man. I do realize that that's a bad way to live. Like, I really probably should have a savings, especially since my dad died and like I don't have health insurance anymore. Like, I should probably start putting money away for medical expenses, because I really need to see a dentist. But I don't know, man. What's debt when you're dead, right? Look at me, a fat piece of shit. Just smokes and drinks most of my time these days and plays video games and shit. Add me on PlayStation. My gamer tag is rub me down, baby. But listen, I'm not here to tell you how to live your life, but I want y'all to be happy. And like, I feel like living paycheck to paycheck, paying the bills, is not living a happy life. Definitely like the cigar better than the one I did yesterday or the other day, whatever. But I don't know. Remember that game, Fuck, Marry, Kill? Live your life like that. Like, fuck as many people as you can. And then once like it starts to slow down a little bit, too much, slows down too much, marry somebody and then kill yourself. Boom, bada bing. Spend all your money, don't leave your money to nobody, fuck everybody else. Your life's about you. I don't care who the fuck you have in your life. Your money's about you. Spend it on you. Fuck all the bullshit. Like, I don't know, man. I'm a weird guy, but live your life accordingly, man, you know? I don't know, man. Depression is one hell of a bitch, dude. Like, that's something I struggle with on the reg. Like, what is this shit? Is any of it real? Sometimes I think that none of this shit is real and none of it matters. Well, let me rephrase that. I don't think any of this shit is real, and I know for a fact that none of what we do matters. Like, I don't care who you are, what you do doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Like, if you're a rapist, you're a piece of shit. Plain simple. Like, if you're a child molester, piece of shit. Plain and simple. Does it matter? Not really. It matters to people like us, like just people, humans. It matters to humans. But in the grand scheme of things, like, does you raping somebody affect somebody on a different planet? Nope. Not at all. Sonny, if but like, you could stop world hunger. Like, you could be the richest person ever and just pay for everybody on the planet to have food and housing, whatever. Does it affect any other planet? It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't matter. Like, the only point that it really matters is in your morals. The only thing that decides what you do and what affects anything is your morals. Like, listen. Hold on. Adriana, the frogs came back. Yeah. But I like very few people. You can't see me, but that's alright. I gotta take a piss. But hey, if you're a child molester, I'm not gonna like you. But there's somebody out there who will like you. Probably another child molester, but who cares? Whatever. You should be in prison. Probably killed. But it doesn't matter. I feel like this is a really bad video because I'm like saying like, oh, you can fuck kids and that it'd be fine. What I'm saying is like, what you do doesn't matter. like, you can feed a homeless man, you can do whatever, dude, and it doesn't matter. Like, do you get it? Like, we don't matter. Like, I believe in the Christian God. I believe he exists, but I don't follow his teachings. I don't follow his rules. And I'm going to tell you why. I don't, I can't follow somebody who claims to be our father. Those are quotes. But, and then abandon them so easily. Like, oh, you masturbated, that's a sin, you're going to hell. Or, oh, you, oh, let me think. You lied, that's a sin, you're going to hell. Like, if you're claiming to be my dad, love me unconditionally. I love my son unconditionally. Like, I don't give a fuck what he does. I'ma love the shit out of him. Like, if he... I keep going to this. I don't know why. I'm not a fucking child molester. But if my son grew up and, like, was a child molester, like, I won't hate him. I will hate myself even more than I already do, just for the pure fact that I'll feel like I fucked up while raising him. But that brings me to my next point. Unintentionally, but if you blame all of your downfalls on your parents, you're a pussy, dude. Like, we're all adults. Like, once you grow up, then you can make decisions for yourself knowingly. And if you're like, oh, I'm a drug addict because of my parents, like, you're an adult, you made that choice. Like, I found out what my dad died of. He died of fentanyl. And they're trying to find out who sold it to him because they're trying to make it a murder trial. That's not a murder trial, baby. Like, he was 50 years old, man. He makes his own decisions. Like, we all make our own decisions. You can't be like, oh, I murdered that puppy because my dad beat me when I was younger. No, I don't give a fuck, dude. You made that decision. You murdered, you raped, you made that decision. You did heroin, you did whatever, you sold whatever. I don't give a fuck what you did. You made that choice. You're a free thinking adult. Your parents had nothing to do with it. Like, yeah, they might affect your way of thoughts, but once you get to an age to know better, it's all on you, honey. Like, I have an addictive personality. Like, once I get into something, I have a very hard time getting out of it. Like, my dad was an alcoholic. His dad was an alcoholic. My dad's brother was an alcoholic. My dad's brother was an alcoholic. A lot of them did drugs. Not all of them, but a lot of them did drugs like fairly easily and got really addicted to them. But I've done drugs, but only once. Like, the dangerous ones, I haven't done all of them. But like, alcoholism, like, I do drink and I love to drink, especially more so now. Like, wasn't really into it when I was younger. I don't know why. Maybe it was out of fear. It doesn't matter. But like, and like, I've been drinking more lately. But even if I become an alcoholic, like, that's my fault. Like, it's my fault, dude. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and blame anybody else. It's nobody else's fault. It's mine, dude. I'm 25 years old. If I'm sitting here blaming all of my shit or anything I've done on somebody else, I need some fucking help to realize that I fucked my own life up. Sorry, I gotta get this rolling again. I think I took too long to hit it. But pretty much that's the way I look at things, man. Like, you murder somebody and you're on trial and you're trying to push it onto somebody else, like, if you're just trying to get off like with a lesser sentence, like, that's cool. But if you firmly believe that that other person is responsible for your decisions, you need to fucking grow the fuck up, dude. If you're a druggie and you're like, oh, it's because my dad beat me or my mom beat me or my parents kicked me out, like, fuck you, dude. Grow the fuck up. You made your choices, okay? I feel like a lot of people don't share that view, but I don't give a fuck. Like, I love my subscribers. I love everybody who watches my shit. Like, I wish there was more of you. But listen, just grow up. Like, stop concerning yourself with what other people do. Live your life. Don't concern yourself with what other people do. Like, the farthest I get as far as being pissed at somebody is when I'm driving and I see somebody doing something really stupid that if I wasn't paying attention, I would have wrecked into them. Like, that's about as much as shit that pisses me off anymore. I don't have insurance. And we're all out of Kool-Aid. But, no, dude. I don't know. Maybe this video is just mainly about, like, owning up for your part in your life. Like, I get shitty parents, I get that shit, but if you're over the age of, let's just say, 22, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, if you're 16, you're like, oh, my dad, he beats me, and that's why I smoke cigarettes. Like, I'll be fine with that because you're still a kid. You're still a kid. Like, you're dumb. You don't realize the world. But if you're like my age and you're like still blaming other people for the things that you chose to do, like, even if you're a woman and you're like, oh, if I didn't do it, he would have hit me. Like, fuck off. Like, you're the dumbass that put yourself in that position. Like, it's really easy to tell the douchebag. He's a douchebag. I'm a douchebag. I'm a piece of shit. I'm an asshole. I don't give a fuck. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, fuck your mom in her titties. I don't give a shit. Like, I can be brutally honest or I can just be an asshole. And I don't care. And honestly, it just stems from me being too tired to give a fuck. The cigar's pretty much done. It's starting to burn my face. That's pretty much all I have to share. But nah, man. Love yourself. Own up to your mistakes and deal with them. Like and subscribe.